Hi YouTube, Tim Unkert here. In this video, we're going to look at multiplying integers. Now, integers include the subset of whole numbers, and if you took all the natural numbers and multiplied them by -1, you'd have the set of integers, that plus the whole numbers. For more information on what integers and other types of numbers are, I'll leave a video link in the description. Let's get started with the first problem. So we've got 2 times -3. So we have a positive 2 here times a -3. And when you multiply two numbers that have different signs, the result is always negative. So whether it's a negative times a positive, or in this case, a positive times a negative, you're going to get a negative result because the order of multiplication doesn't matter either, right? So negative times a positive is the same as a positive times a negative. Okay, so let's start with this. So we do 2 times -3. Well, 2 times 3 is 6, and since this is going to be negative, we're going to have -6 as our result. Okay. Next one, we've got -5 times -2. So when you multiply a negative times a negative, you always get a positive. So a negative times a negative, positive. So 5 times 2 is 10. And because we're multiplying a negative by a negative, we're going to get positive 10. Okay, this next one, we have the negative first, but remember I spoke about in the first problem, whether the negative is the first number or the negative is the second number, you're going to get a negative result. 3 times 10 is 30. And because we have a negative times a positive, this is -30. Okay, in this next problem here, I have -2 times -3 times -1. Now, if we're thinking order of operations and we're doing multiplication, we evaluate from left to right. So first we'll do -2 times -3. Well, this is a negative times a negative, so it will be a positive. So this gives you, well, 2 times 3 is positive 6 if we take into account that we're multiplying two negatives. So we get 6 here. And then we're multiplying by -1. Okay, we have a positive times a negative, so our result, 6 times 1 is 6, but it's going to be -6. Okay, so 3 negatives multiplied together gives a negative. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. If it was, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, if you want to support the channel in different ways, you can check out my teacher paid teachers. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Finally, what property of multiplication allows me to switch the order and have it be the same? In other words, what property says that 2 times -3 is the same as -3 times 2? If you know what that is, comment in the comments below.